Hi everybody, here I am at two horns.
Two horns. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So two horns. It's a Korean beef. Anyway, Korean beef barbecue restaurant done in Korean style. So 고깃집에서 in Korean. And I've been invited by Diageo Korea and the Korea Herald to take part in this interesting food pairing, which will appear on the Korean Herald. So make sure you check out koreaherald.com. And thank you to Diageo Korea for the invite. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to focus on the task at hand here, so you can watch and listen, including all of the mistakes that we make. It'll be fun. All right, let's do it. Oh, and with me is Daisy. Daisy, what's your last name again?
Daisy Kim.
Daisy Kim. Kim Da-sol.
Yeah.
All right, and she works for the Korea Herald. She's a journalist with lots of experience. So I'm very excited to be sitting with someone who really knows about communication. All right, are you ready to have fun?
Yep.
Okay, let's drink some Guinness and enjoy some Korean beef. Thank you again. This is great. Let's do it. I'm just going to let it run. Yeah, including what you just said.
조명이 이게 다르다고 네? 좀 어둡진 않아?
조명 괜찮은데 여기 소리가 어쩔 수 없는 것 같아요.
아, 이 소리구나 지금. 무음하는데.
네. Does your mic work well?
It works pretty good. I'm just going to put it between us so that I hear Daisy a little bit better.
이거 이렇게 넣어도 되나?
네. 근데 소리가 되게 작게.
아, 이러면 여기 뭐
뒤에부터 왔어요. 근데 그러면 소리가 안 돼요. 괜찮아요. 한번 눌러볼게요. 아, 여기서 나는 소리구나.
무슨 목소리죠?
이거.
네.
And probably, once we have the food cooking, then if the doors close, it'll sound much better.
네네네. 그럼 이제 고기 준비?
뭐 있어요?
아.
뭘 하는지 모르겠는데.
But remember, part of the ambience of a restaurant, the 분위기, is the noise.
But it sounds a little bit like a white noise. Like
맞아.
Yeah.
맞아.
So we're just waiting for everything to get set up. And I'm not going to edit this. I'll put it up twice, one edited and one unedited. This will be the unedited version if you are listening to this.
Which one's more popular? Edited or unedited? Which one's more popular?
For YouTube, it's all about time.
맞아.
So,
If it's too long, people won't really stay to watch the whole video.
So if it's going to be an hour long, most of my regular viewers will watch. But if I can edit a second version down to say 10 minutes, then that should get a lot of views, because Korean barbecue is really popular. Guinness is a popular product, and I think everyone's interested in Korean food right now. So.
사장님 보통 기네스랑 펍에서 그냥 이제 후식으로 그냥 먹는 개념이잖아요. 우리나라는 아직까지 음식하고는 잘 먹지 않지 않나?
아직은 음식과는 그렇죠. 음식들은 라보를 더 많이
맞아요. 라면 지역이 라크비어랑
네.
스타우트라고 해요. 스타우트를 마시지 않죠.
월드 넘버 원 셀링 기네스라고 해요.
그러면은 그냥 펍 가서 그냥 한 잔 그것만 마시는 거예요? 한국 사람은
내가 만약에
기네스 자체가 너무 강해서 기네스 자체가 너무 강해서 조금 미 로케이션에 들어가기가
그 외국도 그런가요?
외국은 안주랑 이렇게 막
원래는
아니잖아요. 그냥 특히 영국 같은 데서 서서 한 잔씩
그냥 커피 마시듯이 진짜.
한국 컬처에 이제 저희 딴에는 세모 트라이더 이게 사실 기네스는 사실
그렇죠.
그러니까 저도 몰랐는데 원래 기네스 전문가들은 가장 잘 어울리는
아, 그 기네스랑요? 왜요? 그 약간 비린 맛이 좀 이걸
좀 강한 맛과 살짝 오이스터 석화라고 하는 이게 그런 맛을 많이 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 이제 저희도 음식들 특히 막 너무 음식은 또 양념이 강한 음식들이 많은데 그거랑은 기네스가 좀
거기에 담백한 맛과
I think until about 2007 or so, the local stout beer was maybe a better seller than Guinness.
Oh yeah?
But I'm guessing now Guinness is probably number one.
They can
맞아.
They can buy it.
그게 인기를 많이 높인 것 같아요.
You can get 400 or 500 milliliter cans of
Right.
import beer at the convenience stores, the corner stores for 10,000 won, about $10 US here.
It's like a promotion at the convenience store chains here.
The local breweries, I think they don't like it.
Oh, of course, but it's a regulation stuff, so they can't really touch it or
Yeah.
do something else.
It's a hot potato. We did not know it's true.
Right. 그러면 이제 시작할게요. 오케이.
바로 고기랑 식품도 같이 설명해드릴게요.
아, 그러면 고기에서 지금 나오는
아니 고기만 먼저 어떻게 준비해드리는
아, 네. 그러면 빨리 인트로를 먼저 해요.
인트로를 한 3분만 있다가
네.
아, 그래요? 아, 네.
네. 감사합니다. 아, 여기 이게 때문에
이거를 설명하는 우리 요리. 아, 네네네.
새로 캔플리트 주스 낸디요?
네네 괜찮아요. 네. 여기 앉아 계셔도 돼요. 여기 의자 빼가지고. 앉아요. 쌤도 앉아요.
어떻게요? 어떻게가지고
쌤도 이거를 잘라줄게요.
응, 미리 해주는 게 낫지 않을까?
그래서
네,
저는
주영이 것도 미리 빼놓고.
아, 저는 완전
근데 여기 약간 더운 거 같아. 네. 에어컨을 킬 수 있나? 음식 때문에 안 되나? 약하게, 네, 약하게 키는 게 좋을 것 같아요.
it's very hot in here.
네, 너무 불 때문에.
By the way, the fire that we're using, this is Korean sukbul, right? 참나무?
참나무, I guess.
No idea.
매니저님, 이게 참나무 숯불인가요?
참나무 숯.
수시라고 하는데요. 일종을 만들어서 먹는 거라. 근데 수수는 굉장히 보시면 아시겠지만
아, 좀 비싼데요. 비싼 숯이에요.
네,
네.
비쌉니다.
So unlike we grill it on this, you know, 그냥 스틸 판에 그리는 게 아니라 this is the actual, the original 참숯
Right.
barbecue, which makes the
Uh,
beef taste and smell better.
Right, it does. 참나무, that's oak. So oak charcoal. So what they do in Korea is they heat up a kiln extremely hot, and they put the wood in there whole, and it comes out shrunken and black and extremely hard. In fact, they can make plates and cups out of it. But here we're using it to make our meat tasty.
그러면 저 인사를 할게요. 인사를 하시는 거죠. 언제든지 레디 되시면
이게 메인 캠, 이거 보면 되지.
메인 캠era.
Okay.
This is like something.
Hello everyone! This is Kim Dassel from the Korea Herald, and
Hi, I'm Mark Kaufman, YouTuber, Whiskey-Whistle.
so where are we today?
We are at Two Bleu. Two horns, I guess in English. Anyway, Two Bleu, it's a Korean beef barbecue restaurant, a very nice one. They've got great ingredients, it looks like.
Right, so we're at this restaurant to taste the Korean beef. So it's actually we're gonna try the ribeye steak today.
Ooh,
Ribeye
ribeye.
barbecue.
That's one of my favorites.
Right, and actually we're going to try barbecue with some
With what?
special drink.
What's that?
We're gonna have a Guinness.
With Guinness.
Yeah, something unusual pairing as far as I know, and see how it goes well and how it pairs well today.
Guinness is the most popular stout beer in my fridge.
Right. So we'll begin and tell you guys how it tastes like and maybe recommend what's a good combination.
And that's an Irish stout beer too, right? It's Irish. That's right. Yes, exactly.
So anyway, okay, so let's begin.
근데 그 기네스랑 다른 것도 try 할 거.
아,
네,
그거 라거를 그럼 하나 시켜볼 거예요?
근데 인트로에서 너무 기네스라고 얘기하면 너무 기네스 같아 보이잖아요.
그러면은 그냥 just to taste
We'll
it
try
with different kind of beers
beers.
이렇게 그 부분만 다시
네네네네.
So today with the Korean ribeye barbecue, we're gonna try different kinds of beers, Korean beers and maybe overseas beer.
Great.
So to see how it goes well and pairs well.
Domestic Korean beer, mostly lagers, and then with compared to the amazing stout from Guinness.
기네스를 아예 뺄까 말아?
편집할 수 있을까요? 괜찮은 것 같아요.
기네스를 아예 빼. 근데 어차피 등장하면은 기네스를 버리는 거지.
네네. 근데 오늘 기네스만 시키신 거
아니야, 근데 그 파인트 자체를 기네스가 들어가긴 할 거거든. 코리안 바비큐에.
Very good 기네스. 아니 근데 다른 주류도 나오나요?
우리가 시키는 거에 따라 달라. For your content, if it's better to compare and like 그럼 라거를 하나 시켜보고 기네스랑 해보고 소주도 해볼까?
네.
이렇게 세 개.
네.
그럼 let's change that your part to like different Korean alcohols.
이렇게 다시 해주시면
Okay.
돼요.
처음부터 아까
처음부터 해주셔도 괜찮아요.
Okay. To make our edit better.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I've done that many, many times.
okay. Hello everyone. I'm Kim Dassel from the Korea Herald.
And I'm Mark Hoffman from the YouTube channel called Whiskey-Whistle.
So where are we today, Mark?
We are at Two Bleu. Two Bleu, that I guess it means two horns in English. This is a Korean beef barbecue. So beef, in fact, some delicious beef, I think, done in the Korean style.
Right. So we're gonna try tasting Korean beef today, especially the ribeye steak barbecue, and pair it with different kinds of Korean alcohol. Let's say soju, beer, and many different
Soju.
kinds, I guess. What's your
Great.
favorite though?
My favorite soju?
Well, like Korean
favorite-
alcohol in general.
In general, I do like Korean soju. I like the, I guess we'll call it the original style of soju, like Andong soju or
Ah.
Hayo soju, Mundae-sul, these kinds of brands. And Daejanggu, that's really great. Have you tried Daejanggu?
I heard it's very strong and
But they also have a 17 or 21%.
oh yeah, that's not bad. Maybe I should try it.
You should.
Yeah. And actually, I like trying barbecue with beer, mostly lager beer. We'll see if it goes well today with other kinds of beer like stout.
Wonderful.
So let's begin.
Great.
Yeah.
고기가 지금
고기님이 고기님이 Mr. 고기. My husband likes almond.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they also have a 17% Andong also.
So original version하고 좀 순한 버전이
Right.
있구나.
But the Andong Jado is quite expensive, but the Daejanggu is only about 2,000 won for a bottle. So only a little bit more than the Chinese
It's like a high-end soju.
No, it's maybe high-end, slightly, just
Yeah, it goes like 2만 원
slightly
for one bottle.
premiumized, yeah. So, but
나중에 그때 이런 저게 이제 피부마다 쓸 때 있잖아요.
아, 네.
저는 이건 뭐지 하고 그랬을 싶었는데요.
아,
약간 자연스러운 플로우를 위해서.
그럴까요?
왜
그럼
맥주
맥주가
베이스를 하네 뭐 이런.
아.
나한테 재미냐고.
그럼 약간 처음에는 맥주랑 소주 갖고 와서 한번 먹어보고 그 다음에 여기 기네스 프로모션 하는 거 같은데
I can imagine having barbecue with Guinness.
이거를 한번
이런 질문을.
Or is it too obvious?
Is it obvious? 네.
연기가 얼마나 잘
마크가 잘해줘야 될 것 같아 나.
obviously 않기 위해서 저걸 이용하는 게 어떨까라는 생각이
고기가 있잖아.
아 이때 너무 먼저 멘트 하세요.
아 잠시만요.
제가 들려가지고 제가 들어가는 게
and the chef has entered.
잠시만요.
저희한테 해주시면 어떤 고기가 어떤 부위고 왜 맛있고 이게 왜 프리미엄이고 왜 한국 사람들이 이걸 자주 찾고 촛불을 궁금해서 왜 이게 좀 약간 더
그냥 어떤 부위이신지.
아, 그래? 아,
네.
그거 얘기해.
그리고 뭐 그냥 최대한 많이 설명해
네.
주시면 할것 같아요.
그리고 이거 한우죠.
그럼요.
한우니까
네.
외국인들이 차이가 뭔지 몰라서 그 그릇 약간 이렇게 하시고 그럼 마블링 좀 설명해 주세요. It looks really different from a Canadian or American
Oh,
ribeye.
Is it the color or the?
The meat color is the same, but it's the marbling that's very different. This is Korean beef from Korean cows, which are called han우.
Okay, so.
네, 지금 소개해드릴 고기는 저희 한우 중에서 등심이 총 3부위가 있는데 가운데 부분을 차지하는 꽃등심 부분.
한우의 특징을
한우의 특징은 일반 저희 한우라는 것은 한국에서 자라고 키운 소를 한우라고 하는데요. 한우는
네네. 다시 해주시면 될 것 같아요.
제가 이거 한다는 걸 오늘 아침에 많이
어떻게? 네네네. 네네네. 좋아요.
준비가 안 돼가지고
네.
이런 거 한다는 게
죄송해요.
저는 말씀을 드렸는데 긴장을 하지 않게 하려고.
근데 시어스는 잘라 넣어 붙일 수
네네네.
있을까요? 저는 해보면 돼요.
부위부터 다시
지금 소개해드릴 부위는 꽃등심 부위로 등심은 총 3종류가 있는데 그 중에 가운데 부분을 차지하는 부분입니다. 그리고 이 가운데 부분은
네. 꽃등심 가운데 부위라는 게 약간
그 등심이 총 3부위가 있는데
거의 가운데를 차지하고 있는 그 꽃은 그 마블링 모양의 꽃 같은
예.
걸 이렇게 붙이는 거죠.
하얀 마블링이 딴 데에 비해 딴 부위 위에 많고 붉은 부분과 지방이 조화가 꽃을 이뤘다고 합니다.
그런 거 그냥 설명해 주셨고요.
기회에 말씀 안 하세요.
네, 제가 방금 물어본 것처럼.
네.
다시
편하실 때. 네.
지금 소개해드릴 부분은 꽃등심 부위로 등심 부위 중에 가운데 부분을 차지합니다. 이 꽃등심은 지방과 그 살코기 부분이 적절히 조화를 이루어서 이 하얀 마블링이 꽃을 상상한다고 해서
Looks
That's
delicious.
wonderful. Now he was saying that the ribeye is part of the sirloin. It's the middle part, and having a little bit more marbling, more delicious. That's good.
고맙습니다.
고맙습니다. Thank you.
건 저희가 배워먹어요. 아, 네.
끝납니다.
아, 네네네.
굽는 거
해주시나요?
그 매니저님이 이제 굽는 거에 팁 같은 거 언제 뒤집는 게 좋고 왜냐면 돼지고기는 you have to flip it 그 자주 뒤집어야 되지 않나요? 아닌가? 돼지고기가 아닌가? I think it's different for like beef, pork
It's like a
and
golden timing that you're doing.
맞아 그런 거를 좀 약간
I think that the main thing for me is that usually pork is cooked well,
맞아 you have to wait
no,
until
no pink. Although these days in Canada and USA, some people are consuming pork that is a little bit medium.
아베리코 돼지고기 that's quite popular in
Yeah.
Korea now and you just eat it when it's pink so
굽는 방법
네
이거 일단은 앞뒤로 다 익히셔야 되는데
저희가 직접 뭐예요? 해주시겠어요?
한번 해주시면
해드릴 수 있는데 혹시 원래는 저희가 이제 직접 구워 먹는 거라서
아 여기 시스템이 아
He's gonna grill it for us, but we have to wait.
해주시는 게
이게 소고기
그림이
맛있게
나요.
먹으려면
네.
이거를 좀 구우면서 소주랑 맥주를 시키고 그럼 이거 어떻게 할까? 기네스 시키는 방법을 좀 덜 어색하게 하려면 아니 그냥 3개 시켜요?
네네. 기네스도 같이 시키시고.
3개랑 시켜요?
맞아요. 와, 기네스는 특이한 법이네 하고 그냥 하시는 분들 많이
맞아.
네네.
지금 시킬 거라면 아니면 고기를 굽고 있을 때 제가
네.
왜냐면 기네스가
원하는 그런 비주얼이죠.
그 약간 김밥 이렇게 조금 가라앉으면 좀 안 예뻐요.
맞아.
딱 완전 왔을 때 그 크리미한 비주얼이 예뻐요.
고구랑
찍는 게.
그러면 좀 이따가
네,
굽고 나서 네,
제가 나가가지고 드릴게요.
네네.
반찬에 대해서
So as you know, in Korean restaurants, if you order a dish, it comes with the side dishes, which is all free, and many foreigners find it very interesting, and they love it.
알겠습니다. 지금 바로 올려드릴게요.
네.
네, 뭐 이미 들어오셨으니
어떻게
그 반찬에 대해서 조금만 더. 네.
So normally it comes with kimchi and different kinds of vegetables, especially as you can see today we have this kind of mamul, green veggie,
It's spinach.
spinach, yeah. And this is actually called 겉절이.
겉절이.
It's like they just cut the cabbages and just mix it with the spices.
It's like a Korean salad, basically. Spicy, sweet.
Spicy salad. And what's interesting is today they have this white kimchi.
Ooh.
This is not spicy at all, so many foreigners find it
Right.
very easy to eat and it's very cool. It actually cools down your mouth.
Right, it's very refreshing.
What else?
Is that 무?
네.
곤약.
Konya.
곤약이요.
It's like a gelatin.
Gelatin.
I don't know how it's made. 이것도 콩으로 가는 거예요?
그냥
곤약?
곤약이 너무. So
Anyway,
it's a
with-
I think soy sauce based.
Right, and it's got some Korean hot peppers in there, but these are not the really hot ones.
Right. These are 꽈리고추.
Barigochu. I don't know.
And also spring onion. This is also spicy, which goes well with the Korean barbecue. Yeah.
And some kind of 튀김? What is this? Or what do you call that?
I think it's shrimp
Kangjang?
shrimp fried
Kangjang?
with the kind of like a sweet and chili sauce.
Ooh, looks good.
And of course, we need to introduce this.
Oh, right. What is that?
This is called 쌈장,
Samjang.
traditional Korean paste mixed with the 된장 and gochujang.
And gochujang, right. So hot pepper paste plus the Korean fermented bean paste. And you get your samjang.
Right,
An essential ingredient for Korean barbecue.
that's correct. 네. 좀 물어볼까? 그 고기를 구울 때의 중요한 팁, 그러니까 꽃등심을 맛있게 먹기 위한 굽는 방법이 있다면 말씀해 주세요.
일단 저희가 좀 고기 자체가 두껍게 나와가지고 일단 면을 다 익혀가지고 이 상태에서 자르는 것보다 익힌 다음에 잘라야 육즙이 잘 빠져서 입에 넣고 이제 드셨을 때 좀 더 맛있게 드실 수 있거든요.
보통 익히는데 몇 분 정도가 제일 적절한가요?
뒤집는 시간.
네, 뒤집는 다음에.
근데 그거는 불 온도 따라가지고
아.
달라서 그때그때 좀 확인하면서
그 자주 뒤집는 게 좋아요?
아니 자주 뒤집는 거.
아, 그게 이제 소고기는 다 들어가요.
고기가 자주 뒤집을수록
Oh, right.
이게 떨어지니까
Also the burn
이렇게
line.
살짝살짝
Yes.
봐주는 거는 괜찮거든요.
근데 so if you like flip it around too often, the juice, like a juicy part of the beef, will just disappear.
Lose its juice.
Right.
So he's telling us to flip it only twice.
Like
Once.
this.
Once.
Or like-
On one. Cook it once on
As
each
less
side.
as possible.
Yeah.
Right. It's actually very thick
It's
compared
quite
to other average beef.
In Korea, right? In Canada, USA, Europe, Australia, this is the standard steak thickness. If you can't see, that's about an inch.
Right.
Maybe even a little more than an inch. Anyway, a good inch. Some people like to have 2-inch
Well, that's
steaks.
very thick.
It's extremely thick, yeah.
So it's, most of people eat it as a medium rare.
Medium rare,
Rare.
medium at the most. Yeah.
But in Korea, many people try to enjoy beef. Well, I guess medium to medium well done.
Right.
Because I don't know if it's a Korean thing, but people tend to avoid the pink part of the beef
Yeah.
or the pork, especially. So
I think that's maybe cultural, right? But these days, people are also eating
pork.
Yeah, pork, right?
As
Pork
a
with a bit of
pink.
pinkness, but also raw beef is popular in Korea
Right, you know the yukhae.
Yukhae,
It's a
right.
special Korean dish.
Mhm.
You just slice the raw beef and mix it with the egg yolk,
too. Yes.
and it's a very
A bit
good
of,
combination.
Sesame oil.
Right, and sesame
Yeah.
oil.
This looks great. It's been so long since I've had delicious steak. My
Oh, yeah?
mouth is watering. Look at that. And I'm
And-
really excited because of the oak charcoal.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Yes.
The smell of the beef, you know, grilled on the charcoal, it's very good.
Mm.
뜨거울 것 같은데 안될 것 같아.
Whoa!
오, 스페셜.
이거 원래 저희가 호등심 주문하시면은 이렇게 직접 썰어 드실 수 있게 까비씩 같이 제공을 해드리는데 오늘은 일단 제가 그냥 있는 대로 가위로
아,
잘라드릴게요.
네.
드시기 편하시게.
네.
그죠? 이쪽에
잘라서 주시는 게 나을까, 지금?
그러니까 이게 보통 원래는 저희가 여기 이 상태로 겉에만 익혀서 여기서 이제 썰어 드실 수 있게끔 제공을 해드리는 거거든요.
오늘 그냥 잘라주세요.
네, 그러니까 이게 편하실 것 같아요.
This looks so great.
So if you see the side, it's still thick inside.
Right.
그 핑크색이 있는 게 사람들이 it's very common
Misunderstanding?
misunderstanding that if it's pink, it's a blood of beef
Right.
and it's very not good for your health. But as far as I know, it's the juice of the beef trapped inside the meat, so it's actually very good to have.
Right. Yeah, it's not the blood. The meat's been drained of the blood, and that's the actual color of the
Right.
meat.
I used to avoid, you know, eating the pink part of the beef, so
And there's also a misconception in Korea that raw, when you're having a Korean barbecue, that raw meat, like the red part, is not good for you. But
right.
you know, I think it's delicious and it's part of the enjoyment of food, and that's what's healthy.
Right. Oh, so it's interesting they are doing this as a side.
Yes, I've never
Make
seen
sure
that before.
이제 면을 다 익혀야 육즙이 안 빠지고 맛있게.
He just said that he wants to trap the juice inside the meat by grilling on the side.
Great. I like trapped juice.
I want to know, like in Western countries, if you cut the meat with scissors. I heard that it's very unusual thing to see
Yeah,
at the
although
restaurant, right?
it's becoming more and more common. So now you do see a lot of professional use, you know, special chef scissors showing up in Western kitchens. Right. Previously, you would never use scissors
Right, to cut the
in
meat
such a way.
in Western countries, right? But in all Korean barbecue restaurants, they have to use scissors to cut
Right.
the meat.
And I guess just the difference in culture, a Western person would have that piece by themselves on
Right,
the plate,
right.
right? So each person has their own steak.
Oh,
Whereas, tell us about Korea. What do
well,
they
in
do
Korea,
here?
our culture mainly includes sharing dish. So in the center, you put the dish, and you just take it the portion you want. And same for the soup, like 된장찌개,
Right.
like boiled soup. Just share the soup with the one, you know, individual spoon. And many foreigners found it very, you know, not clean.
Yeah, right. And I guess the advantage to this is you get hot, juicy beef, hot, juicy steak as it comes.
Right.
You know, because if I have a steak in Canada, the first bite is hot, but the last
rest of
bite
it
is cold.
Right.
This looks so great. And I'm very happy that he has blackened it a little bit. That's my favorite part. What about you?
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you grill it, for a certain amount of time, the meat becomes very, not so chewy, but it's
Almost crispy.
exactly. Let me know when you want to.
What's your favorite banchan?
My favorite 반찬? Of course, I mean like kimchi.
Kimchi.
Kimchi goes with all kind of dishes, I
Right.
guess. So even sweet potato. Have
Yeah.
you tried it before?
I've tried regular potato, but no, not sweet potato. I'll have to try
So
that.
you have to have this, baked sweet potato and a bite of kimchi. It goes so well. So
I'll try that.
술을
저 아시는 기네스랑
처음 세계에서 그럼 술은 어떻게 먹을까? 그냥 먼저
Here
그냥
come the
하나씩 해볼까요? 뭐 소주랑 처음에
제
먹어.
생각에는 보통 normally people drinks 소주, 뭐 맥주, 소맥, 인코리안 normal occasion이니까 그렇게 먹는다는 거죠.
네.
근데 기네스는 unusual 페어.
그걸로 한번
이
먹어.
앵글이 거니까
그쵸.
그 뒤에 하나씩.
네. 그렇게 해볼게요.
그래서 일단 소주 안 없을 때 그냥
Okay. So now it's time to taste.
All right. I've been waiting for that.
So I think for the first bite, I want to just try the beef itself
By
without
itself.
without putting any other sauce or
That's a
taste.
good idea.
So
I'll do the same.
let's see.
I'm gonna get this one.
Oh, smells very good.
Oh, I'm very hungry now. Oh. All right, here we go. Is it hot?
Mmm.
You know, Koreans have a higher tolerance for heat. I'm worried I'm gonna burn my mouth. Mmm.
The thing is, it's very juicy actually.
So juicy.
And I said the smell of the charcoal is, I think it's trapped also inside the beef. So
Yeah, it's become very fragrant.
right.
I think if I barbecue myself at home, I might achieve this result 1 out of 5 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
it's
hard.
hard
if
to
you
get it
cook
this
at
good.
home, right.
Mm.
You
Can I have one more?
Sure.
All right. All right.
Now I'm gonna try it with Korean 겉절이, Korean
Oh.
spicy salad.
Now I feel bad for the people filming. Sorry, everyone. All right, the Korean 겉절이.
It's actually not that spicy.
So do you eat it together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll try that too. I really do like Korean barbecue with kimchi.
준비했거든요. 이거 소맥잔 제주에서
So here comes the booze.
Here comes the drinks.
이거 기네스 맥주.
아, 기네스 맛있다.
기네스 지금
아, 이것도 일단 찍어도 되지 않을까요?
네네네.
그럼 순서를 약간 바꿔서 할까요? 기네스 먼저 약간 마지막에 먹는 것처럼 좀 할까요? 왜냐면 이게 가라앉으면은
그러니까요. 네.
So we're just pretending that it's like we
Oh, the
already
ending?
had 소주랑 소맥 먹은 척을 하고 이제 그냥 우리 이제 좀 새로운 커뮤니케이션 시도해보자.
Okay.
고기가 탈 것 같죠.
아 그럼 고기 여기
Let me just put a few things on my plate.
맞아.
이게 위에 용쪽으로 올려드릴게요.
이 백김치.
We're gonna record this in reverse order. That's a secret. I guess we have to cut the kimchi too.
그러네요. 이거 잘라 먹는 거죠?
네, 지금 잘라드릴까요?
아 네. 이 기네스 따로 변독샷 안 괜찮아요?
찍을게요.
기네스 일단 이런 식으로 우리가 새로 시도해보는
I'll follow your lead.
귀엽다. 고기 ring.
It's a meat ring. Looks great. Now some beer just magically appeared. But this is not just any beer.
It's a special. Guinness 잔도 되게 예쁘다.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Oh yeah?
3 years ago.
You know, Koreans, the new hobby these days is to collect the beer
Oh yeah.
glasses.
I've been doing that since I was 20.
Oh yeah?
I won't tell you how old I
왜냐면
am.
잔들이 너무 다 it's so pretty and it's like a very good collecting.
Right.
Many different types of
Exactly.
glasses.
I especially like the Stella Artois cup. It's
very pretty.
It's very pretty. So the golden rim
Yes.
on the top. So.
I had one 6 or 8 of those.
Oh yeah. And it's like these days promotions goes like, oh, if you buy like this 2 bottles, you get the 1 free
Yeah.
cup, and that's why people buy it.
김치 한 번씩만
아, 네네네.
In Western restaurants, sometimes the beautiful glasses disappear at the end of
They
a
just take
meal.
it in their pocket.
I've never done that.
So that's Korean.
That's the white
Is it
kimchi.
white kimchi? Yeah.
It's called kimchi in Korean.
Kimchi, right.
Could you cut mine too? 제 것도 좀
아, 제가 드릴게요.
You might want to say Guinness is much better if you drink the draft rather
아,
than
even the can or
캔에서
the.
따라 마셔야지 그 맛을.
This is draft.
구슬 있는 거 얘기해도 돼요?
네.
It's a draft, right?
위젯이라고.
네, 위젯이라는
아,
질소를 이렇게 릴리즈해서
네.
이런 프리미엄 내면
네.
아, 크리미한
My
거.
what?
나이트로젠?
Nitrogen. Yeah.
Nitrogen in
Inside the can.
Yeah, to make sure that we have this, cream.
Yeah.
요즘 스웨덴 맥주 4캔에 기네스가 많이 들어가는데 절대 기네스를 그냥 캔으로 don't drink it from the can but just pour it
Pour it on
in
the
the
cup.
설명했을 때 that's the way you drink it.
Okay. So, Mark,
So,
today I wanted to
Easy.
try something special. So we had soju, 맥주, and somek. This time I wanted to have it with maybe stout.
아, 잠시만요. 지금 벌써 하시는 거예요?
아, 있었어. 잠깐 떴어요. It's okay.
네. 오케이. 네.
So, Mark,
so Daisy.
so I actually ordered the stout, the Guinness, because today I wanted to try after, soju, lager, and somek.
Somek.
Maybe we can see if it goes well. And then
I'm really excited. I've never had steak with Guinness before.
it's an unusual combination
Mhm.
though. So let's just
So.
try the flavor of it first.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow, it's actually very creamy and
So creamy. And this is the real draft. Draft Guinness.
right.
So over in the other side of the restaurant, they pulled the lever and they got the fresh Guinness out from the draft, whatever it's called, the lever. I don't know.
We're the lead. This is a draft beer, and before the flavor fades away, I wanna have a bite of beef.
Oh, good idea.
See if it goes. So I'm gonna try out salt with it.
I'll follow your lead. That's Korean salt,
Uh-huh.
which is not just any salt. It's too much. There we go.
As far as I know, the Guinness uses this baked barley as its source of the beer, and this grilled beef goes well with the baked flavor of the beer.
Now the barley malt, is it also called chocolate malt? So really heavily roasted barley malt. That's what gives it that beautiful dark color. Looks like coffee.
Right, or even Coke, or yeah.
Let's try that with the meat.
The juicy part of the beef goes very well with the Guinness dark beer.
Very nicely. I better try again just to be sure.
See if it goes well with the spring onion, sweet spices.
What I like about it is the slight bitterness, the slight astringency of the Guinness beer, along with the creamy texture and flavors, really works well with that juicy, beefy Korean Hanu beef that we've got here.
Yeah, maybe I should try it home as well. You know, just grill some meat and go with the Guinness, because people can buy it from the convenience store. You know, there's canned like imported beers, 4 cans for like about 10,000 won.
Right.
Promotions at the convenience store chain. And one
What a
thing
big
about
price.
the canned Guinness beer is that they have this
Special ball in there, right?
exactly. So
It's a nitrogen ball, and what that does is, well, it I don't know if it explodes or what happens when it reaches the air, but it recreates the same effect.
the cream layer.
And you can watch the beautiful reaction as that the bubbly nitrogen floats up and creates that beautiful head.
Exactly. So that's why when you buy the canned Guinness, you have to pour it into a glass. Don't drink it straight away from the can, because the ball wouldn't move and wouldn't create the creamy, beautiful rim on the top of the beer. So don't forget.
Now I really like that with the kopjari, the Korean spicy salad.
Right.
All of these three are working in concert, really making my
Concert.
mouth sing.
Right.
겉절이 한번 들어봐.
많이 먹나?
그리고 세 개를 같이 이렇게 쌓았을 때
아,
레이어링 하는
근데 여기는 쌈이 없다, 특이하게. 원래 쌈을 해 먹는데, 그러니까요. 그러면은, 겉절이랑 김치랑 먹어요.
요즘은 근데 하이엔드 하는 집에는 쌈을 잘 안 주더라고요. 고기 맛을 느끼라는 취지인 것 같아요. 돼지고기 집에는 쌈을 많이 주던데.
We can wrap it with the white kimchi.
Yeah. I'm gonna create this beautiful layer.
Everything you do, I'm going to do too.
And of course we need the 쌈장. Finish it off with
Well, let me see what you did here. So you got your meat, and you got your little bit of the kopjari.
little
You chose-
samjang.
Right. Oh, right. Samjang.
yeah.
Samjang, right? Not samjang. That's really hard for people from Canada or wherever.
To pronounce.
The difference between sam and sam.
Oh, Sam and Sam is very different.
Yes. Okay.
I
You
use
good?
a spoon just to make
Did I miss
sure.
anything?
No.
Okay. How's my chopstick skills?
Oh, yeah, I think you're much better than my skills. So.
All right. Okay, I'll do the spoon too, just to be sure. Have some beer first.
What I like is white kimchi. It's very fresh taste. Wraps the spice, 겉절이, and this, you know, grilled beef, and it's a perfect combination.
Give me a napkin. Hold on. It's really amazing for me. When I eat with Koreans, their mouths are all clean and beautiful, and I end up looking like a 2-year-old child.
I guess they have a bigger mouth.
All right. Well, that was really nice.
접시 너무 지저분해. 새 접시가 새거 같아.
Clean plates. Perfect.
김치랑 싸먹는 게 흔한 건지 모르겠는데 여기 있는 조합이 그거에 있어서.
Just with kimchi? And I learned something really cool about kimchi. For people who are eating regular spicy kimchi, that the leaf part will be really spicy,
맞아.
but the stem
Stem part is
part is much less spicy.
I
So
guess it's
if you're
because
new
it's
to
more
kimchi, that's something to think about, right?
Yeah. The
Okay.
spice doesn't really soak into the stem part yet, so that's why.
Okay. I'll try mine with a little bit of the spring onions.
오이도 그냥 고기 우유 약간
Cucumber? Should I try that too?
사실 쌈은 뭐랑 먹으면 더 맛있어. So Korean traditional wrapping with barbecue goes well with all kinds of vegetables, all kinds of stuff.
I agree. Alright, so now our meat wrap, vegetable wrap is ready.
And one. Yes.
Should we toast first?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
그러면 더
다시.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ready?
네. Cheers.
Cheers. Delightful. What I love is the meat is still alive and flavorful, and then you add the vegetables. It's beautiful. It's some delicious Guinness beer.
In fact, 겉절이 or spring onion, the mixed with the Korean spices, goes well with the kimchi, white kimchi, because it's like it works as like the lettuce
Yeah.
in the normal 쌈. So I think it soothes your mouth when the meat and the spicy salad comes into your.
Delicious. And boy, that Guinness. You know, I just swallowed. And you know what I'm tasting?
What are you tasting?
I'm tasting some dark chocolate.
Oh, dark chocolate. So.
Yeah.
Well, in Korea, many people not used to eating Guinness, drinking Guinness with food. You just go to the pub and just drink it standing, and you don't really try with different kinds of dish. But in fact, today, as we tried, this is actually a very good combination with the Korean barbecue.
Extremely. And you know, pay attention, right? The smell. How does it smell? What does it taste like with the food? And then after you swallow, smack your lips a few times. What's left over? What's that aftertaste like? That's the finish. It doesn't matter whether it's wine or beer or soju or whiskey. You can enjoy that. You know, you can enjoy the alcohol in a fun and exciting way with your food.
I think, is it enough for the Guinness? Yeah.
이걸 또 못 먹겠어. 얼굴 빨개질까봐. 빨개질 것 같아요, 술 먹으면.
나 모르겠어. 아까워.
그러니까요.
No more Guinness?
근데 소맥은 설명을 막 그렇게 많이 할 필요는 없을 것 같은데, 소주랑 먹고 싶을 것 같은데.
I think the only thing I would like to mention is that the standard Korean beer is extremely light.
그러고도 필요하신 거예요. 네, 네.
And so the soju, when you add soju, it adds a little bit of flavor,
Right.
fruit flavor, or a little bit of something. Anyway,
In fact, I prefer drinking somek than soju alone because
Oh, yeah.
soju for me, I don't know, so much feels like a strong volatile. But if you mix it with the beer, well, many female people prefer to mix it,
Yeah.
I guess, because of the flavor.
and I think one problem is that this is one serving, and Koreans drink one serving in one shot.
Oh yeah?
That's a lot of alcohol.
맞아.
You know, even if it's 20%, so then that's about 25 milliliters of like whiskey. If I drink 25 milliliters of whiskey
at once.
it takes me about half an hour
Oh, just to, you know.
just to have that one
Yeah.
serving.
좀
So
그래도 되나요? 네, 이 서비스 주시는
아,
그게 언제 보여요?
우리 육회 아까 얘기했는데 이거 보여주면 되겠다. 육회 이렇게 여기 가운데 한번 놔두시면
They overheard us talking about Korean ukhae, the I guess what would we call that? I forget the English word for raw beef. Tartare. Steak
맞아.
tartare. So we talked about it. I guess they heard us and they decided to bring some steak tartare for us. This is really exciting. Look at this.
여기 what's interesting is they come with the spring onion, I guess. 왜냐면 normally they come with the sesame oil, egg yolk, radish.
Looks great. So we can try it.
Yeah.
Right?
이거 믹스 아직 하지 마요.
네, 잠시만요. 소리 나간다고?
Maybe you want to mention about the standard units. So the standard
Ah.
units, the amount of
Ah,
alcohol
맞아, 맞아.
is the same. So is having 1,000 soju means that you already have a certain amount.
Yeah. And beer is $2.50. I think it's $2.50.
So there's a
이만한 맥주들은 알코올의 양과 여기 알코올. 그래서
이런 노래.
플러스가 그렇게 디자인이 되어 있는 거예요. 와인 플러스.
I think wine is 125.
So each cup is designed for the alcohol amount.
Right, yeah.
Standard unit of
Yeah.
again. I can ask it. We can explain how it's different.
이거 올라간 거만 언급해
올라가는 거 없나요?
이거 아까 올려주셨거든요.
아.
그래서
이거 왜 올라갔지 근데?
이제 다 구워서요.
아 오케이. So as you can see this
잠시만요. 네네.
이걸 뭐라 그러지 근데?
렌즈웨이.
Fume hood?
Ventilation.
Let's try the ventilator.
Ventilator. So as you can see, this ventilator has been lifted.
Mm.
It's movable actually. So Korean barbecue restaurants have this on the table because when you grill it, there's a smoke. Smell comes
You know,
out.
This is usually illegal in
Illegal?
Western countries.
Oh, yeah?
You cannot have an open fire right in front of the customers.
Yeah, only in Korea.
Right, so, someone who doesn't know, for example, they might, brush their hand over here and then they'd have to go to the hospital. So there's a big liability
Right.
for the restaurant if they have open fires, so then it's just not allowed.
Yep.
I think it's changing though as Korean cuisine becomes more popular.
Yes, maybe in Western countries as well. You can see the special table outside Korea. 이건 어떻게 해요?
아, 그것도 할까요?
근데 이거 메인 디쉬 아니니? 그냥 살짝 같이? Okay. So this is called ukhae, raw beef. Raw
Ukhae.
beef
Or steak tartare.
steak tartare.
But this is the Korean version, so you should use the Korean word.
Yeah, ukhae.
Ukhae.
Well, ukhae actually means like a sashimi, raw
Yeah.
fish. But yuk means beef, like a meat. So it's a meat sashimi, in fact, if you directly translate it.
Now, personally, I prefer to keep it Korean. So, let's just learn the word hae. So we have hae meaning Korean raw fish and ukhae meaning Korean raw beef.
Right. So the way you eat it, well, before we mix it, there's the raw beef part and the egg yolk, and on top of it is the sesame, I guess.
Sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. And this is a radish, like a chopped radish.
Korean radish. Yeah, I think we call that daikon radish in
Daikon radish.
Canada. That's a big, big one, right?
Yeah, it's like a, or something to pear.
I always think of
Yeah.
muhaza, the animated. It's a radish, and he talks.
From Russian kitchen.
아, 근데 이거 배예요, 무예요? 저 이거 무인 줄 알았어요.
저 배가 같은데요?
아, 이거 배인가?
It's pear.
아, 그럼 잘못 얘기했다.
저희 형 좋아하시는 계란찜.
아, 감사합니다. 이것도 소개해.
Like egg souffle. Wow.
We call it like an egg volcano,
Egg volcano. Cool.
like 계란찜 volcano.
아,
그럼
계란찜.
잠깐만, 이거 pear라고 다시
Right. That's
정정해야겠다.
not radish.
So let's begin from
Let's begin again. Okay.
So here is the ukhae, and what's in here is the raw beef, of course, and the egg yolk, and on top of it is the sesame seeds.
Yeah. So it's kind of like steak tartare, the Korean version. Let's say that in Korean, yukhae.
Yukhae.
And what do we have beside it?
And this is a pear, like a
Pear.
fruit pear. And I guess this is like a spring onion.
Spring onion.
And the way you eat it is to mix it and taste it.
Great.
So let's.
So you're gonna do the mixing?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Well, I guess this is the flavor.
Are they different?
one. Yeah, I guess.
One is all natural. The other one is seasoned. I've never done this before, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it to the
You
professional.
can count on me, so. Let's look at the flavor one as well. 맛있게 비벼지는 거.
Looks great. Now this is a really popular dish at Korean weddings.
Oh yeah? You've seen it from
Yeah.
like a buffet?
That's the only place I've ever had before.
If you go to 광장시장, 광장 market,
Ganggang Market.
yeah, around Dongdaemun area, there's this famous alley inside the traditional market. It's called 육회, like a 광장시장 육회 stores, and there's like at least tens of them. So you want to try?
I'll try. All right, Daisy, you first.
Oh yeah.
Never tried it before.
I have tried it a few times. It's been a long time for me, so I want to make sure that it tastes excellent. I'm sure it does.
이걸 같이 먹으면 돼요. So
Okay, I'll get mine ready.
the egg yolk works as a like a glue. So
Glue.
it puts the spring onion and pear and the meat together. So
Is that too much? It's okay? All right, here we go.
it's also a very cold dish, so it freshens your mouth. And the pear and spring onion, of course, is a very good combination. And the egg yolk is actually very good taste. It's very smooth. It smoothens the meat as well. So
Tastes a little bit creamy. And the pear, the Korean pear, which we would call an apple pear in Western culture in
Right.
Canada, adding a little bit of sweetness. That's really good. I want more.
I like it.
That's great.
육회는 이 정도면 될 것 같아. 네.
그럼 이쯤에서 소맥을 하는 게
소맥을 하자. 네.
혹시 너무 초록 소맥까지 하는 게
소맥은 근데 막 우리가 너무 구구절절
네,
맛을
네, 네,
설명하기보다
네, 네.
그냥
네.
그거 하자. 소맥 포션 있는 거.
네네네.
Normally we overlap the glass.
Ah.
Pour soju about this amount and pour it to cup. So the way you
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
do it for you. I don't know why people do this, but in Korea people normally go like
Oh yeah.
to make sure
right, to
that
shake it.
yeah,
I see this kind of thing.
like a tornado inside.
Right. Oh yes. Yeah. I can do it. Can I do it? There.
There you
Whoa.
go. And some people do like this. I don't know why. So, the way you make somek, in fact,
Somek.
this
So what is somek?
somek.
This word. What is the so?
It's literally soju so
So
맥주 mek.
mek.
Like
Somek. Okay, got it. Somek.
It's it's like a pumpkin drink. Yeah. So my way of making somek is you overcook this to glass, soju glass. Pour it here. Of
Aha.
this
That line.
portion.
Mhm.
And pour it to the mixture glass.
This is the daisy method.
Yeah. And maybe just half of the glass.
Okay.
And if you have a chopstick, you can use chopstick.
I don't have to have a new one. Oh yeah.
Any Korean 숟가락? Maybe I'll use spoon as well.
A spoon.
이거 맛있어. 아, Some people go like,
Oh, wow! Look at all the foam.
yeah. So it's making more creamy.
Wow!
And normally just have it at once,
All at once?
but depends.
Oh my
Depends. Yeah. So this is for you.
That's for me. So should I have this all at once, or should I wait
no,
for you?
I think you can just.
I'd be scared if I had it all at once.
다시 할까?
네, 천천히 하면
잠깐만. 그럼 이쪽에서 할까?
네.
근데 저희 같은 경우는 지금 지하철에서
네.
원샷을 하거나 이런 콘텐츠가 나와요. 아, 네. 아마 도장성은 안 맞는 거잖아요.
그런 말을 좀.
오늘 원샷 이런 거
그냥 이거는 그냥 한국 그런 회식 때 많이 먹는 술 정도만 할게요.
릴레이션십 빌딩 그 정도 아니에요?
다른 것도 다시 해요.
네. 그러면 이거 이렇게
잘하시네요.
잠시만요.
키를 좀?
네.
I think you poured more for yourself.
I did.
This is the part I love. I've never seen this before. Look at that.
별로 안 된다고. 올라온다.
Wow.
아,
Can I try that once? Will it still work?
sure. 오.
Okay, good.
잘하는데.
I'm a fast learner.
So we normally drink this somek for like a team building, like a dinner, for like because it's a very good combination. 소주 맥주.
Let's try.
Cheers.
Cheers. 건배.
How do you like it?
I like it. What it comes off as is like a Belgian triple. Belgian triple beer. A Belgian triple Abbey beer, which is very, very old Belgian breweries. And they have single, double, triple. And I think it talks about the fermentation. So they ferment it again and again, and the alcohol increases, and it's sweet, kind of like this. This is very nicely sweet. This is much sweeter than I expected.
What I like is that when I try soju by itself, it somehow feels very strong for me. But if you mix it with 맥주 beer, it's, yeah, as you said, I don't know, it's soft and maybe a little more sweet
Yeah.
or less alcohol.
Mhm.
So.
Something fruity also.
네, 이 정도로. 고기랑 이제 더 안 치워져요.
고기는
Okay.
가장이 어떤 것 같아요?
지금부터 찍어드릴게요.
아니, 저
마지막으로 그 전체 술 오늘 먹어봤더니 뭐가 제일 잘 어울렸는지 해서 약간 기네스를
한 명은 기네스, 한 명은 소맥 할까? 아니면은
네.
둘 다 기네스를?
전혀 상관없어요.
네.
I think you go for Guinness.
Okay.
I'll go for 소맥.
Alright.
그래서 소맥도 기네스 좋았지만 소맥도 네.
다른 매력도
네네네.
Okay, so we had this Korean
barbecue.
with the ribeye beef
Delicious beef.
and with different kinds of alcohol.
We
had
tried two today.
Somek,
Somek over here.
Guinness.
Guinness.
as well.
There it is.
Yeah. So, Mark, how did you like it?
Well, I like them both. Let me say that whether or not we're here today filming this or not, I would prefer it with Guinness. I love the combination of beef with stout beer. I think it's a great pair, and the flavors work very well together. The creaminess and also that little bit of bitter and astringency of Guinness together with this very, very juicy, delicious Korean beef. They just work together very nicely. It's a beautiful pairing, and I quite like it. I will definitely be trying some steak, both in Korea and in Canada, with Guinness beer.
Yeah.
So that's for me.
I liked it too as well because it was an unexpected combination. So it's very interesting. It's a good experience to try, ordering Korean barbecue and stout with Guinness beer. But I also like this somen.
Somen.
Korean's number one, I guess. Most popular.
Probably the most popular drink for Korean after dinner parties. And, after work parties, I should say.
Yes, I guess this is like a steady seller. And if you go for Guinness, it's like a new experience.
Special.
Right.
Yeah, I think a real foodie, this is what you want. If you're a foodie, go with Guinness.
I think Mark really liked this.
이제 마지막 마무리.
Okay, outro. Okay, so outro 뭐 특별히 할 말은 있을까?
그냥 메시지 보내주세요.
What about mentioning about Guinness Barbecue Week or that kind of thing?
Is it still going on?
예, 다음 달까지인데.
다음 달까지인데.
지원한, 이거.
네. 그럼 얘 maybe
Say you could look through point, but I don't want to make it too commercial, but you could just mention that, they're doing special number.
그냥 가볍게 뭐 이것도 하고 있는 것 같은데 뭐 와서 트라이하면 좋을 것 같다. 메시지 보내주세요. 이것일까요?
그럴 때 약간 다음에 우리 약간 이런 시리즈 하는 거
네네. 차라리 그쪽으로 하는 게
아,
이게
네네네.
만약에 여기서 포인트 뭐 이렇게 해버리면 광고가 돼버릴 것 같아서.
아, 네네네네. 오히려 더
잘 보내주세요. Okay, 그러면은 그냥 So Mark, today was a good meal.
So great.
Literally.
This is a delicious lunch. Thank you so much.
So actually, at the Korea Herald, we're gonna do this as a series. So we're gonna bring another Korean food and another drink and how it goes well. So stay tuned on the Korea Herald Facebook channel.
Great. And this Guinness event is going until when?
Oh, I think it's until next month.
Next month,
Until
about a month.
June.
Great.
Yeah, and you can make those recommendations through applications and online. So also you can look forward to it.
Awesome. So read Korea Herald and enjoy Guinness and other types of delicious beverages. Great.
Why don't you advertise your channel?
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be really cool. Okay.
And also, Mark runs this YouTube channel.
Right. So a YouTube channel is called Whiskey There's the main channel is all in English. Then I also have a Korean channel. I speak Korean a little bit.
아 진짜요?
한국어 좀 하니까요.
한국말 잘하세요?
네, 약간. Anyway, so you can check out both of those channels, also Instagram and Twitter. Whiskey Whistle, WHISKY WHISTLE, and subscribe.
Subscribe. Will you hear there? Subscribe.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Great to
Bye.
meet you, Daisy.
Great to meet
Yeah,
you.
thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Alright.
감사합니다.
고생하셨어요.
네. 주영아 괜찮은 것 같아 근데. It makes sense.
It makes sense. I think.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Mark.
No, thank you. This is
It's
very,
my
very
first
meaningful.
time.
Sue, thank you so much.
네.
Really
아,
appreciate
근데
it.
나도
드세요, 빨리 드세요.
Yeah, you guys should have. I had enough.
맞아, 저도.
You had enough?
Oh yeah.
I had enough.
I mean, I'll have more, but I want you to enjoy it.
이거
Oh, no, no, it's fine.
You said you should get it.
He
Hardly
saved
have
for
it.
you.
Sam, try. 이 유쾌한 빨랑
아, 기네스 한 잔씩 시켜드릴까요?
네,
Well, that'd be great.
You need to go?
No, I don't have to go.
여기까지 오셨는데 기네스를 드시고
쌤이랑 여기는 또 먹고 가야 돼.
Yeah.
친구들
막 지원한 나라서 기네스.
Oh, yes, please.
마크 근데 genuinely 좋아하는 것 같아 지금 약간. right?
You know, it's my wife's favorite.
아,
But
괜찮아요?
좀 빨개질 것 같아요. Ever read?
no, not at all. I really began enjoying Guinness, especially in the last 8 years.
아, 와이프가 여자들도 좋아하는 맛이구나. 기네스를. 맞아요.
How's your family? I saw
They're
your
great.
daughters from the Kakao Talk.
Yeah. So my first daughter in Korean age is 7, my second is 5, and my third is 3.
She's going to school next year.
Right. In fact, she'll be starting school in Canada in September.
So you're going back?
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
어,
Yes, but I'm planning on coming back here for some work, and also I want to maybe put on some events, whiskey-themed events, maybe once or twice a year.
In
So
Korea.
yeah, so I'll be back here probably twice a year.
What kind of events are you
Well, like kind of like a big sort of group whiskey sort of events, maybe with a few sponsors, possibly maybe you. And probably start small. I think that the first thing I would like to do is to try to get, let's say, 25 or 30 people just to a small informal event with maybe one or two distilleries, or one or two brands. That it could be blended whiskey, or it could be a single malt.
I mean, like,
And,
the main objective of the event would be like
tasting it and enjoying it with food, the pairing, and people talking about whiskey and what they love, that kind of thing. Yeah. And I think it's really interesting for people to see what regular. I mean, I guess I'm not regular anymore, but what do regular people think about, for example, Singleton of Glenord?
그거를 한번 위스키 편 때 위스키 정말 진짜 그냥 평범한 사람들이 쉽게 알 수 있는 너무 포인트만 진짜 쉽게 있잖아요. 그냥
네.
위스키 원원 그런 약간
Yeah,
컨셉으로
right.
고생하셨어요.
시즌이 아니고
보통 일이 아니네. 그럴 줄은
우리
알았는데.
위스키를 할 거거든요.
네, 그냥 주세요. 네.
So what she recommended was 위스키랑 약간 Chinese 약간
그냥 저 정말 텁텁한 건데 우리가 생각 못했던
페어링이
있잖아요.
여기도 있어요.
위스키는 항상 되게 고급지게 막
맞아.
먹어야 될 것만 같은데 근데
음식이랑도 어울린다. 그래서 뭔가 좋은 어울릴만한 코리안 푸드 있으면 추천해 주세요.
With whiskey?
그것도 하나 찍을 거거든요, 이렇게.
그냥 맵지 않는 거 아무거나 좋아요.
맵지 않은 거.
아니면 살짝 매운 거 괜찮네요. 근데 if it's really really spicy Korean food, I think I would not like to drink it with straight whiskey. But I would have spicy food with the highballs.
하이볼은 어울리고.
Yeah. So some good single malt whiskey with ice and some club soda. Some people like it with lemon. I
되게
prefer no
저희가
lemon.
새로 시작하는 조니 레몬
조니 레몬.
이 로케이션 엑스 대신으로 일단 옴트레이드 여기 이런 음식점 같은 데서는 하이볼이라고 하잖아요.
맞아요.
그래서
나 그거 봤어요. 가라아게랑 하이볼이랑 많이 먹잖아요. 일식집에서.
네.
그래서
네, 조니 레몬도 이제 스탠다드 그 조니 레드를 타서 이제 레몬 소다랑 해가지고 먹는 거를 음식점에 가면
It's really nice with the 갑자리.
치즈로 팔아요. 비빔밥랑
I'll try that.
I didn't try the 계란찜.
시럽이랑
Yeah.
타서 먹을 수 있게. 저희 위스키 마켓이 다운타운이라서 사실은
You think it's still hot? Yeah.
네.
You can see the smoke coming out.
재밌어요. 알면
그리고 위스키 진짜 엑스퍼트니까 약간 이거를
아.
두 편으로 나눠서 막 위스키 101 하고 그 다음에는 위스키랑 어울리는 코리안 푸드.
That's a great idea. I'm going to use that. Whiskey 101.
됐어요?
아, 막 그 얘기가 나왔으니까 우리 이 시리즈 이름을 정해야 되거든요.
아.
근데 이제 저희 부자님께서는 그냥 되게 심플하게 Korean food with good booze
Korean food with good booze.
그거 아니면은 뭐 약간 좋은 제목 있을까요? 그냥 이런 시리즈.
Korean food
어쨌든
with
뭐 한국 음식이랑 어울리는 이색 술 조합을 소개하는 시리즈거든요. 한 5개, 6개 정도 이렇게.
I think booze is not quite the right word to use. Maybe
약간 뭐 unusual
with good drinks.
Korean food with good drinks.
With good drinks. I mean, drink as a word by itself usually means 건배. You guys did a great job. 수고하셨어요. Thank you so much.
약간 이제 비디오에도 되게 그래픽에 예쁘게 들어가는 그런 타이틀이 필요하잖아 지금.
네네네네.
그래서 그거 좀 마크가 좋은 아이디어 있으면 원어민이니까 딱 와닿는 외국인들한테 딱 와닿는
Or just Korean food pairing.
Korean food.
The word pairing seems to now evoke the idea of food with alcohol, food with alcoholic beverages. But like drinks is good. Alcohol as a word is not really well used. Also, it's a little bit negative. Booze is a bit negative.
아니면 cheers to the 뭐
cheers라는
cheers라는 표현을 넣어서
Cheers. Cheers with. Cheers. I think so.
정말 먹어.
저 계속 생각하고 있어요.
Yeah.
부자들이 시리즈 이름 물어보는 사람도 너무 많아. 지금 맨날.
But I think pairing is good. Maybe like pairing hyphen, pairing colon, Korean food.
진짜.
Cheers with Korean food.
Cheers
Cheers with Korean food.
아니면 파인 다이닝이란 말이 많잖아요.
Fine dining,
파인
yes.
다이닝은 파인 드링킹.
Fine
근데
dining.
좀 와닿지 않겠다. 파인 드링킹. 그런 것도 생각했어요. 파인 다이닝.
Fine.
Cheers가 보통 술하고만 하는 표현이죠. 기네스랑 그런 라인. 그러면 거기 약간 술이라는 게 내포되어 있는 거구나.
This is my favorite.
연근?
I have lots of favorites, right?
이거 되게 몸에 좋은
Is it
지금
really?
한국에서
Good for your blood.
For your blood?
네.
That's lotus
you're
root.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salon.
모르고 맛있는 영어 맛있는
Wow.
과학
That's really fresh.
되게 끝까지 다 따르면은 그냥 없어지는 거예요 원래. 그 안에 있는 그
고기
고기
있어요? 아니
있잖아요.
그냥 그 역할을 다 하고
네, 따르면서 그냥 다 사라지는 거 맞죠? 어렸을 때는 막 어딘데 찾았었어가지고.
그거
네, 저 20살 때.
남아있지 않아요?
볼이 없어져요?
아니
따르면서
볼은
그게
있죠. 볼은 있는데 그 질소는 터지고 이제 빈 볼만
그냥
남아
쇠볼 같이 남아있지 않아요?
컴플레인 들어요 이물질
Because-
전화 와
Because of why?
여기는 스캔에
이거
이거는
realize what it is and
Yeah.
they say there's 이물질 inside the
Ah.
그거
There's a
존나
foreign,
해야 되는 거 아니에요?
people think there's a foreign object in the Guinness.
안전한 사람은 아는데 이제 근데 솔직히 수입 맥주 너무 많아진 다음에 기네스를 경험해보지 않았던 사람은 하는데 막 따그락따그락
소리 나니까 뭐 쇠가 들어갔다 이러잖아.
Sue, the Diageo rep, is telling us that a lot of customers call and complain about the foreign object in the Guinness can, but that's the nitrogen ball.
어머 이거 흔히 있는 거야?
I think what I'll do is I'll shut that off. So would you guys like to get on camera for just a minute?
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to move that because this little tripod is very touchy.
It says low battery too.
That's okay. But maybe if I can just get you to come over here and just say hi. I'm whoever, and I do what? Okay.
They are my favorite food day.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, I'm so honored to come here.
Sam, come here.
Hi guys.
What's your name again?
Oh, my name is Ju.
Jude.
Yeah,
And what's your job? What are you going to be doing in
I'm
this
the
video?
reporter for the Korea Herald, and I'm currently at the multimedia team. So I'm editing the
Editing.
video, and also I write stories as well.
How much time do you think it will take you to edit this?
This one, if I just roughly edit it, I can finish it today. But like,
Wow.
yeah, but but I'll take time and skillfully edit like one by one.
Yeah.
So maybe next week.
Okay, great. I know it takes me about 2 hours to edit a 20-minute video.
Whoa, is that quick? That's
That's
so
very
quick.
slow.
Oh, that's so quick. It's
Oh,
slow,
yeah?
you think?
Okay.
Oh, but it depends on what kind of video you
Yeah.
make. So
right,
yeah.
All right, and next?
This is.
Is that
Okay,
it's my first time on YouTube,
Oh.
so it's
yeah.
my debut. Good experience from the Korea Herald, I guess.
You're an intern?
I'm an intern. My name is Sam. I'm helping out, Jew, filming all this stuff. And
And you're graduating when?
hopefully next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Depends,
can
'cause
I
I
ask, can I ask where you're going to school?
I go to Seogang, if you know.
Seogang.
It's
Oh, yeah.
near Sinchon.
You know, I studied Korean with the Sogang series of books.
Oh, yeah?
I never went to Sogang.
But I hear it's very popular.
It's very popular, yeah. And then lastly, there's one more. Would she like to show her face? This is the Diageo Korea representative.
I'm from Diageo Korea. I take care of corporate communications and very glad to say hi in front of everyone. I mean, I know there are a few hundreds of subscribers to Wistewisil, and very nice to say hi here.
She's the queen of Guinness.
Right. Well, thank you for the invite. All right, folks. I'm gonna cut this out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Subscribe and get involved. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching Whiskey Whistle. Be sure to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a like and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.